What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a beautiful day. In this video, I want to talk about the best way to get started with eBay to Amazon. Maybe you're somebody who is only going to thrift stores and garage sales, flea markets, library sales. Maybe you hit up, an occasional pawn shop looking for DVDs or consignment stores, or maybe you're doing local pickups. How do you get started with eBay to Amazon? And this is a really great topic to talk about now because I got my mom started with eBay to Amazon about 2 months ago, and she's doing it on a small scale. She's only spending about $1,000 per month on it. So, she's fairly new, spending like maybe $200-300 per week. But she started doing this because she's having a lot harder time finding inventory at thrift stores. There's not as much donations. There's more competition, at least at our thrift store. In our different thrift stores in our area, there's a lot of thrift store vultures. I know some of my friends are watching like, Steve, you're calling me a thrift store vulture? I'm kidding. But there are a lot of thrift store vultures. And what that is a person, a human being that resembles a vulture. And they just pretty much hang out around the roadkill all day long. They're at the thrift store all day long. They never leave. So they're just there, just like hunting deals all day long. They smell the profits. So it's a bit tougher for some people, right? If you're not, a young gun, my mom, she just turned 70. Big shout out to my mom. I'm a prophet. She's, getting younger every day, more beautiful every day. Sorry for exposing your age, but it's hard for her to compete at the thrift stores. And even myself now, I'm gonna be turning 40 soon. You got these 20, 25-year-olds that are just there or just hungry, and it's tough, right? The books come out and they bum rush the books. So I got my mom started recently with eBay to Amazon. I want to kind of share how I helped her to get started. And I guess maybe just sharing this story will help you as well, okay? So I want to share a couple things that I shared with my mom. And again, I think maybe this story will help. So number one, I told my mom, when you do eBay to Amazon, it's all about getting your money to work for you, okay? When you're thrifting, I said, Mom, when you're thrifting, it's all about how many thrift store vultures can you kick in the head? No, how many thrift stores can you go to, right? How lucky can you get, right? Being at the right place at the right time. How fast can you be attacking the blue cart coming out at Goodwill, right? It's all about hustle and bustle. When it comes to eBay to Amazon, that's not the case. There's millions of deals at all times sitting on eBay. Some of them you have to make best offers. Some of them you have to message the sellers. Some of them you do have to be at the right place at the right time. Some deals, a lot of deals go really fast on eBay, but it's not like a thrift store where you got 20,000 products. On eBay, there's millions of products and hundreds of thousands of new listings every single day. So I said, Mom, when it comes to eBay, you got to spend more money. You're not going to be buying items for $1 on eBay and flipping it for 20 like a thrift store. You're going to spend 10 on a DVD to flip it for 30. You're going to spend $29 for a board game and flip it for $62, right? Your ROI is not going to be 400%, right? Your ROI is going to be 40%, 50%, 60%. And over time, you're going to be able to build your replens list, items that you're constantly sourcing on eBay to increase your margins. And, that's just the first thing I want to get clear. So anyone thinking about eBay to Amazon, you first got to get over the mental barrier, because you're never going to be successful with this model if you don't realize you're not in the hustle and bustle business anymore. You're in the spending capital business. You're in the software business, right? Learning how to leverage these softwares like Replen Catcher, which I'll talk about. And it's spending your money. It's getting your money to work harder for you. So I would recommend having $500 to $1,000 set aside. If you have $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000, that's even better. But you don't have to spend all your money at once, but you do have to realize you're going to spend $20 on an item to flip it for $50. So it's very easy to spend your money on eBay. I used to go to thrifting all day long and be lucky if I spent $200. I could spend $200 in 5 minutes on eBay. It's very easy to spend your money. So another thing you also have to understand is the items will sell fast flipping from eBay to Amazon because it is the ultimate cherry picking experience, but it takes time. Like when you spend your money, you don't just instantly list it. You have to wait a week or so for it to get shipped to you. Then maybe you ship it to Amazon FBA and it takes a couple weeks to check in, and then maybe it takes a month to sell. So there's a lead time, which means like you need more money than you think, because it's going to take 3 to 6 months for your items to start selling and the cash to start flowing. So that's the first thing that I want to mention right off the gate, okay? So secondly, you need a good software, okay? Replen Catcher is what we use, R-E-P-L-E-N, Catcher with a C. Pretty much this software allows you to create like a filter, and it'll scan all of eBay and it'll find all the potential deals. So, I said, Mom, how when you go to the thrift store, you got to open up the Scout IQ or the Scoutly app and you go and you scan everything and it finds the deals that are like potentially good, and then you obviously have to analyze them, read the Keepa chart. It's the same thing with eBay to Amazon, but you're using Replen Catcher. So instead of having to physically go out and scan all the books or all the DVDs, Replen Catcher will scan all of them for you and bring in all the potential deals. But you still have to double check if you're gated or restricted. You still have to read the Keepa chart. You have to make sure it's a match, because sometimes there can be mismatches. I mean, even at the thrift store, you scan an item and it says green, I'm gonna make 20 bucks. And it's not even the same product. It's like a mismatch with the ISBN number or the UPC. You still have to analyze like how much profit it's gonna make because the buy box is always changing. And you know, like sometimes you know how Scout IQ will be like, oh, you can make this much money, but you're like, that's based on the buy box at 40. This is realistically only selling for 32. So Replay Catcher helps you to do that. Also, Replay Catcher integrates with your Amazon account. So it pulls in all your Amazon orders. So you can actually track them on Replay Catcher, which means say you've sold like, I don't know, 100 books or 100 DVDs over the last year that all sold for like 40 to 50 bucks. You can go into all your Amazon orders within Replay Catcher because it'll pull them all in, and you can upload them to Replay Catcher and you can track them. So if those items become available on eBay, Replay Catcher will let you know, and you can set up like target buy prices, or you can just say, hey, Replay Catcher, notify me when these items become available at a 40% ROI and at least a $10 profit. So it's the only software that will allow you to upload custom products and lists and track them 24/7 on eBay, which is really, really cool. So Replay Catcher is really big for that. Also, if you don't have a replens list or you're brand new, which my mom didn't have a huge replens list just because she sells a lot of items that sell for like 20 or 30 bucks. I said, Mom, when you're flipping from eBay to Amazon, you really want to go after the items that are selling for 40, 50, $60 because you can usually get them at a good enough price to flip them from eBay to Amazon. Like if an item sells for 25, it's very hard to get it $5 on eBay to make it worthwhile. So the higher ticket items, there's a more higher chance of being able to buy it for $10 or $15 and making it profitable, if that makes sense. Also, I said, Mom, Replay Catcher also has an area called the live stream that allows you to just choose a category like books or DVDs and choose your profit and ROI, and it'll scan all the products. So like Replay Catcher has, I think, 300,000 DVDs in their database, and it'll scan all of them 24/7, and it'll bring all the potential deals, and you could go in and analyze and just buy the item. So I said, Mom, don't worry if you don't have a replens list. And I said, also, Mom, don't worry if, you know, you're unsure if you're gonna be able to sell all these products, because Replay Catcher integrates with your Amazon account, and it'll show you all the products you're restricted on, and you can actually turn a button on to hide them all. Okay, so that's another point I want to make here. If you're getting started with eBay to Amazon, you need to know what products you can flip and what items you're restricted on. So choose a niche. I would recommend, if you've been selling for a while, go after the niche that you can sell. If you've only been selling books, there's a good chance you're gonna be gated on a lot of toys, electronics, home improvement items. So if you're worried about that, just focus on the category that you can sell. Again, Replay Catcher will integrate with your Amazon account, and it'll tell you all the items that you could sell and the items you can't sell. And what's really cool with Replay Catcher is a lot of the items that you are restricted on, all you have to do is apply to sell. A lot of them are not hard gated, they're just soft gated. And if you just go in and apply to sell, you'll be able to sell it. And Replay Catcher makes it really easy because every item that you're restricted on, there'll be a button that says apply to sell. And when we launched this feature out, probably about 6 months ago, I got auto ungated in over 1,000 items. So a lot of the items that you're scanning that you think you're restricted on, you're not. You just have to go in and apply to sell, and it's not hard gated. So I told my mom to do this. She did that. She got ungated in tons of different, even DVDs. She got tons of auto ungates and DVDs and toys and games. But you have to understand, if you're new to selling, you're not gonna be able to sell a lot of the stuff that I'm selling. And I tell people this all the time. I said, Mom, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but I do have a huge advantage over a lot of competitors, because the more you sell, the longer you've been selling, the more Amazon will trust you, and they'll auto ungate you. They'll let you sell different brands, Transformers, Hasbro, so on and so forth. And even if you were ungated in the past, if you stop selling a brand or a particular product, sometimes they'll end up going in and gating you even when you were ungated. So the moral of the story here is, it's okay if you can't sell everything that I sell. Maybe you see some of my videos and you're like, I can't sell any of that stuff. Just focus on what you can sell. There's tons of opportunities to flip books from eBay to Amazon. Tons, thousands. The same with DVDs, right? So what I recommend people to do is just get an account to Replay Catcher, integrate your account, which takes like 5 minutes. You do have to wait like 24 hours to fully go through. And then just go into the different categories and see what you can sell and start flipping those items, okay? Start flipping those items. And if you're restricted, hit apply to sell and see if you can get auto ungated. The more items you sell, the more Amazon's gonna trust you, the more they're gonna auto ungate you, and the more brands and products and categories you're gonna be able to flip. In the beginning, I wouldn't recommend, people ask me all the time, should I spend all this money to get ungated in this and in that? Only DVDs I would spend money on, and CDs to get ungated in, because that's like a category gate. I wouldn't start spending a bunch of money if you're a new seller trying to get like ungated in Milwaukee brand or Kohler or, you know, Hasbro in the beginning. I would just flip what you can flip, because there's plenty of opportunities just with books and just with DVDs, okay? So another thing, if you're brand new to eBay to Amazon, start very slow, okay? When I first started eBay to Amazon, even though I had, you know, $5,000 or $10,000 to spend, I only spent $50 the first week, and I made mistakes, and then I made some good flips, and then, you know, I learned from my lessons, and then I spent $100 a week, and then $200, and then $500, and then $1,000. Now we're spending $30,000 to $60,000 a month, $30,000 on average, but we've built up to that. So don't feel like you have to go in and scale and go crazy in the beginning, because you're gonna make mistakes. And one of the biggest lessons I could teach everybody, if you're gonna do eBay to Amazon, is you have to really learn how to master Keepa. You have to really look at the price history, the correlation between the offer count and the price, the seasonality, the buy box analysis. Is Amazon on the listing? Who's winning the buy box? How often, right? How many sellers are on the listing? You have to be careful about counterfeits. You know, there's a lot to learn. So start very, very slow in the beginning. You don't have to go crazy. And this is what my mom did. She spent $50 the first week, and then $100, and then $200. And now I think she's up to spending about $300 per week, give or take. So start very, very slow, okay? And also make sure when you're buying items from eBay to Amazon, pay attention to the condition. When you're buying on eBay, you're buying from just random people. So you've got to look at the pictures. You've got to make sure the item matches the ASIN on Amazon, right? Read the description, read the title, look at the seller feedback. Make sure it's a good, legitimate seller. And if you're ever uncertain about the condition or any issues with the product, you could always send them a message. Another thing too, don't get like crazy and buy the first thing you see, because it's going to make you 30% ROI and $10 profit. If they have a best offer, make them a best offer. In 2024, I spent over $250,000, $250,000 on eBay to flip on Amazon. And over 30% of the items I purchased were from a best offer. So I turned so many deals that were only 30% ROI into a 70% ROI just by making a best offer. So make best offers, send messages, you know, negotiate with sellers. Down the road, you know, you can hire virtual assistants and a prep center. You know, I have a team of 5 virtual assistants now in a prep center, so I never see, touch, list the products. I don't even buy the products anymore. I have a whole team. But in the beginning, you have to do everything yourself. So master Keepa, read the descriptions. Make sure you're going after items that make, I would say, minimum of 40 to 50% ROI. It's gonna be tempting to go after the 20, 30%, and you're gonna say, well, I can make $15 profit. There's so many deals on eBay, and your capital is so valuable. Don't just go around throwing around your capital because it's gonna make money. You wanna make sure not only it makes a good ROI, but also you wanna look at how often it's selling. I use a tool called SellerAmp to see how many times it's selling per month, the rank. You know, there's so many different cool features of SellerAmp, but I use it a lot to like break down my ROI and my profit, so on and so forth. But those are just a couple of tips, right? Start slow, and I wouldn't automatically start outsourcing to a prep center. I would have all the items shipped to your house. That's what my mom's doing, because you want to learn how to, you know, inspect the items, make sure you're buying items that are in good condition, and you want to stay close to your business in the beginning, because when you start hiring virtual assistants and a prep center and all that, it's easier to make bigger mistakes on a bigger scale. And in the beginning, you really want to stay close to your products. You want to analyze the products yourself. You want to make sure they're selling quickly, and you want to learn from your mistakes, because you're going to make a bunch of mistakes in the beginning. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, my mom's really been falling in love with eBay to Amazon, and I have for about 5 years, because we don't have to drive all over the state of Connecticut. The products come directly to us. Yes, we have to spend more capital, but it's a lot more scalable. It's the ultimate cherry picking experience, and we absolutely love it. So if you guys have any more questions, drop a comment down below. I'm happy to help. With that being said, guys, much love, enjoy the day, and I'll see you in the next one.